the lights here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Let's go!
Green. Clear by one. No pressure in the
behind
one.
power. Newgarden on the inside. He's ready to win again this year, and Hunter Ray goes high in that yellow and red machine.
3 wide in the middle of the field. Ed Jones makes a move around the outside. They fan out. Here comes Colton Herta with a big move down the inside.
Oh, but Herta has to
Clear.
check up. Power leaves him a little bit of air and a little bit of room down low. Now Power up in the groove, but Colton Herta is on the chart.
Big move, slices down to the
Looking
inside.
low,
He's
low.
there now, and he takes the spot.
Wow, that was a decisive move. Very confident from the young American. Clean air and smooth sailing
It's
for
a good by
Colton Herta.
4, all good.
Colton Herta in the Gamebridge Honda. He was in the mix last year. He goes well at this track and is blown by the pole sitter. Ryan Hunter-Ray, keep an eye on that DHL Honda for Andretti Autosport, the yellow and red machine. There's movement at the back. There's 2 and 3 wide. McLaughlin's under siege there. Ed Jones and Graham Rahal into the wall.
Jones and Rahal side by side in a groove that's only good for maybe a car and a half. And unfortunately, 2 cars are down to about a car and a half with all that damage.
I mean, they're side by side, and Ed really didn't go for the bottom of the track, but he just kind of left Graham up in the middle there.
Inside, still there. Still there.
Kind of weird.
Stay low. Spin it behind you.
It was like Jones
What the
had,
hell was that?
Jones had a little bit of slip, and then all of a sudden it just completely released on him. I can't quite figure out.
See if it went loose. They touched.
Oh, you know what happened, Paul? The right rear went up on the floor. It rode up on the floor of Rahal's car, and at that point, it was just a skateboard without any wheels. I mean, it just completely unweighted the thing. It's never seen that before.
Well, I think we're getting ready to come back to green, Jeff.
Well, as we do, PT, we've just received a note from race control. Give up track position car number 30. That's Takuma Sato, a winner here at Worldwide Technology Raceway for allegedly jumping the start.
Ready.
Collision, Dalton Kellett in the K-Line Insulators car for AJ Foyt, and that brings the
No start,
yellow
no
back
start.
out.
You okay?
Not sure if that was contact.
Yeah,
or...
good. I got everything checked up and Ed got in the back of me. Do you want me to pit or keep going?
Constantine effect. It was a pretty slow restart, it looked like, and everybody went and then kind of checked up on him.
Let's see what happened. Was Ed Carpenter involved? Was Graham Rahal involved? I saw Graham there at the last moment. What happens here?
That looks like Ed Carpenter.
It is Ed.
With a pretty good launch.
Ready to go racing here at Worldwide
Green.
Technology Raceway. Let's do
Okay,
it
clear by
again.
2.
Look at Pagano, the bright yellow car, going for the inside on his teammate, and he gets it.
Oh, there he had, they almost made contact front wing.
That's not the first time those teammates have had contact, and both times Pagano is the one that comes out the worst for it. There goes the front wing. That might bring out a yellow.
Stay out. It's going to go yellow. It'll go yellow.
Oh,
Stay
he's
out.
in the pits. Too late to stay out. Cut across the grass right now and get back on the track.
The call was to stay out
There it
because
is.
it's going to go yellow, and here is the caution.
Drive through the pits. Drive through the pits, okay?
And this
We're
really
yellow
won't
right
hurt
now.
Pagano to drive through
Copy that.
here.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I'm going to tell you that part of that front wing, I think, hit the aero screen of Alexander Rossi. This is another example of that great implementation
Half
for
car
safety.
back. One back.
Now Simon was there. He was not all the way alongside his teammate, but he certainly was there. And you would expect your teammate to give you some room. I talked to Simon after Nashville, and he said, with the incident with Will, he goes, I'm just going to get more aggressive with my teammates. I'm tired of getting pushed around. And he stuck it in there, and Joseph closed the door.
Ready? Green.
Clean restart, and they are racing here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Colton Herta, Will Power, Joseph Newgarden, and Alexander Rossi's been the big mover on the restart. He's up to 4th.
Alexander Rossi putting a move on Marcus Ericsson there down in turn 1. And here comes Alex Palou, that blue and white American Legion car going high on Jack Harvey. In the pink Auto Nation car, Palou is up 10 positions.
He's
VK's
only
up 13.
4 spots now behind his teammate Scott Dixon, so he's within striking distance of the guy he needs to beat in the championship. Connor Daly and Ed Carpenter fan out in the back.
For first-time oval racer Romain Grosjean, he maintains where he started in 15th in the purple car. You'll see that a little further back. There it is, middle of the straight right there. He's learning as he goes with each and every lap.
He has subscribed to patience tonight. He might be one of the few. Grosjean said, hey, my goal is 260 laps. That is my focus. Get all the experience I can. And I am sure that for the last 60 laps, we'll see a much racier Romain Grosjean. He's soaking it all up right now.
All right, time to go through the field, and we're going to start right at the top of this championship with the points leader. Kev, kick us off.
So let's talk about Alex Palou and that American Legion number 10 Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing, running 11th in the race. And you might say, if you just tuned in, that's kind of meh for the championship leader, but he had a 9 grid spot penalty, so started all the way back in 21st. It's going according to plan. However, he wants different strategies. The plan was to do something a little bit different than everybody around. Right now, many are thinking 3-stop strategy, but still, managing the situation is what's available, and Palou still has an opportunity to move forward in this race. Second in the championship is another one of the young guns. It's Pato Award, and it was ironically here last year. Taylor Kyle, the team president, told me this was a real breakthrough. He finished on the podium in both races, and it was who he was racing, who he was battling with, the likes of Joseph Newgarden, that told them, yes, this young man is really ready to compete for a championship. He was within range last year. He's second in points right now, 12 back as they run, Kelly.
Scott Dixon, the 6-time champion, continues to close in on the points leader. He entered this race 34 points behind Alex Palou. You see as they run, that's now down to just 29 points, and now we've got a yellow.
Uh-oh, who's in the wall? Is that Ed Carpenter?
It
is Ed Carpenter,
car, yeah, Ed
US
Carpenter.
Air Force car.
There's Carpenter up ahead.
Just lost it. Lost the rear, and it backed it into the wall on the attenuator.
Yellow.
Luckily there's the safer barrier, so a lot less of a crunch than hitting the concrete.
As Sebastian Bourdais in the Rocket Chevy is going to lead this field to green. Watch the second and third cars though, the teammates. Is there anything happening there? No, there's not. Here comes Pato Award. Trying to go up the inside of Alexander Rossi. Ericsson around the outside, there's a crash.
Palou out, VK out, Dixon in the wall. This is huge.
2 of the top 3 in the championship are in the wall. We didn't see what happened to Dixon. Did Palou hit his teammate? No.
Dixon goes
VK
inside.
did.
VK collected them both. So VK got into the rear of Palou, which turned him down into Dixon. Dixon didn't know what was happening because it was all behind him.
Back in
Onboard
mine,
with Dixon.
in mine, 10 car.
Oh,
Side outside,
walloped.
bracket behind.
Innocent bystander there.
Let's see if we can get into a better rhythm here. Joseph Newgarden, the 2-time winner here, brings the field to green, and he knows that his teammate's looking for a move. Rossi on his teammate, here we go!
Big move down the inside, but Colton hangs tight on the outside, but nice move by Alexander Rossi.
Alexander Rossi, inspired by some of the aggressive driving he's seen so far tonight. That was pretty bold on your teammate. Not a lot of room to the pit wall. Meanwhile, further back, Tony Kanaan, Connor Daly, and Grosjean, and that's Simon Pagenaud with a big wiggle. Here's a block from Ericsson down the front straight on Pato Award in that black and orange car.
Tell you what, don't get mixed up and get in an accident, Pato. Just chill out here for a little bit. You're 3 points out of the championship lead right now.
Don't listen to that, Pato. You do you.
There's Dixon's car going behind the wall. Blair Julian, the crew chief, sitting on the side, coordinating that fix. Here comes Rossi. Again!
Wow, that's a strong
Still up there,
move.
even, clear.
I wonder if Will Power's got a problem. Look at how much ground he's lost. He's going to get passed by Colton Herta right here.
Well, he
Look.
had to check up because of Rossi's move. I don't think Power thought Rossi was going to actually go for it. What was really impressive is it didn't take a slide job from Rossi. His car just hooked up and just railed the inside curve down there in 1 and 2, and now Rossi's caught Newgarden.
He's on the move big time.
Here are the facts. Alexander Rossi, 12 races into this season, hasn't even got a podium. He is going all out in this AutoNation Napa Auto Parts Honda for Andretti Autosport. He's been spectacular here over the years. Remember that big slide job that one year where he saved it from going into the wall? So now he's out after Joseph Newgarden.
Absolutely nothing to lose for Alexander Rossi to go for a win. He's not in the points chase at all. So this could be a bit of a danger zone here for Newgarden. He's now made big gains in the points on the championship. Do you get in a dogfight with a guy who's got nothing to lose? Roman getting a lesson on how to keep a guy behind you when he's faster. Here we go. He's got another run down the back straight.
See what Kanaan does here. Does he leave him clean air? Yes. In fact, he backs out and lets him go.
Nice job. Get right back in that rhythm. Go get the next one. Yeah, Kellett, you'll...
Good coaching for Romain Grosjean.
He's on the move.
Up to 13th. Got Dalton Kellett in front of him, and how about the drive from Dalton Kellett? His career best finish in IndyCar, 18th. Running 12th right now, comfortably in the mix there. Side by side with Grosjean.
He's got his oval confidence up now. Look out.
Boy.
Just keep doing. We're going to keep an eye on tire pressure, but yeah, Kellett just squeezed you a little bit here.
Yeah, he squeezed him.
Dale Coyne already had one hip check go south with driver Ed Jones at the start with Graham Rahal. This was almost the exact same situation, Paul, but luckily nobody climbed on top of each other.
He faded him down the straightaway, then he had to open up the line for himself, and then Grosjean was there, and he just turned right down onto him, made wheel-to-wheel contact. That could have been disastrous.
Kellett has to leave more room.
Look at now, he's all over Connor Daly. He's on the move, big time.
For those of you who have been watching Romain Grosjean throughout his career, even back to GP2 days, one thing he's never been afraid to do is go for a big pass. So now he's got a little bit of spirit about him on his first ever IndyCar oval. He's got some confidence.
Oh, here he comes, too.
Look out.
Watch this. Nice run coming off the corner. He's going to make this happen on Connor Daly going into turn 1. Blocks. Connor Daly puts the big block on him.
This is for 11th position.
He's going to get him again. He got a great run.
Huge run.
Off of turn 2. Connor fading him. The Pruitt fade comes out. He goes for the outside, squeezes him.
Oh, look out. Look out.
Look at that.
Well done, Romain Grosjean.
First oval race for the Frenchman, and he's working the high side on a short oval. That was brilliant stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Keep digging. Let's go.
Listen to his French engineer borrowing some short oval terminology. Keep digging.
They like that on the pit box, and Grosjean likes it from the cockpit. And remember, he's coming back from a penalty for avoidable contact with Daly on pit road. So he's been digging from the back, and the next one on his list is Jack Harvey to put this Nurtec Honda for Dale Coyne Racing, Rick Ware Racing in the top 10.
His car is so strong off the corner. You watch it, Townsend accelerate from the center off right here. He's really nailing the exits. Look at it come off the corner.
Yeah.
He's right there, look.
But with every lap, that tire wear is factoring in, so
here we go.
I have to watch here, and at some point, Grosjean's car is going to start to slide around, and I hope he's prepared for it.
Inside on Harvey. That's for 10th.
Man, this is cool to watch.
And Tony Kanaan, Connor Daly, Jack Harvey. Check, check, check.
Coming up, the 2 rookie now. This is the rookie race right here between Scott McLaughlin and Romain. So this is for the Rookie of the Year points battle.
At the start of this race, we talked about the comers and the goers, and right now, this is a comer in a big way. He is slicing through the field exactly when he needs to at this point of the tire stint. Pato O'Ward, meanwhile, in front of Ericsson.
Been chipping away at Ericsson, and that was a fairly straightforward move. Sato wants a shot at Ericsson as well for that 6th position. And there we go, just like that, Romain Grosjean. McLaughlin knew that he was coming fast, and they just keep coming to Romain Grosjean, and he says, there's nobody I can't pass. But he's handling this first oval experience unbelievably well.
That's just it, Diff. The marble is not big.
Look at
Pato O'Ward on willpower.
Slices down the inside and takes that position away, and now I think there might be a point shifted, maybe into the points leader, tied up.
Yes, that puts Pato O'Ward 1 point of Alex Palou as the points run right now.
And that's how Pato O'Ward drives. That's the regular. That's the norm for him. going for it.
And Diff, just to finish on the marbles thing, here, the marble is really a dust. It almost forms more as a dust-like substance. It's not that hard, that clag, to quote David Hobbs from Formula One. It's not a big, heavy marble. Let's take a look at that pass again, Paul.
Yeah, it was really just a textbook pass. Here it is on board. Gets a nice draft. He decided to go for it. He was saving fuel there, and power got out of it pretty early, and he backed off as well and just decided to shoot at it again. So it looks like Will Power right now saving a little bit of fuel. Pato going for the points lead.
Green flag pit stops underway as we near the halfway point at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Romain Grosjean, who has thrilled Americans after coming over from a decade in Formula One, coming off another runner-up finish, but this is his first ever oval race. Pit stop number 2, he was warned, we can't afford a speeding penalty. They've already had one penalty from a pit road contact to send him to the back. Stop number 2, and the Dale Coyne Racing team gets him out quickly.
Remember, Ryan Hunter-Reay pitted about 10 or 15 laps ago. We'll have to see, did that undercut work? Yes, there goes the yellow and red DHL car of Ryan Hunter-Reay. So that shows the earlier pit stop, what that can do for track position. As you see the gap there, Grosjean should be able to close that with clean air.
Remember, those two were arm wrestling for position. We're right on board the Auto Nation, on board with Ryan Hunter-Reay as he's looking for some clear track. That's Felix Rosenqvist up ahead.
Problem now is Hunter-Reay has lost that speed. He's stuck behind Felix, and now he's backed up into the 27. So Romain on the fresh tires should be able to close this gap. Oh, he might have brushed the wall on his outlap.
Tires a little bit there.
Wonder if he got up into the marbles.
See, you got to be so careful.
Oh no!
I think marbles again. Tire.
Hang on to it. It's easy, easy.
I think he's just.
Something is weird.
Oh, he hit the wall
The
there.
tires are cold. The tires are cold. The pressures are low. Go P5 front bar. Let's get it up to speed, nice and easy. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Just keep walking at it.
Got to stay in the groove, or else every time you get high, you get stuff all over the tires, and then it's going to take usually a couple corners, maybe even a couple laps to clean them back up. Back up front, Rossi and Herta. Newgarden, the leader on the primary strategy, just ahead of Rossi.
Nervous rear on Herta's car. A little bit of sun at the wheel at the exit of turn 4.
He hasn't been this close to Alexander Rossi, though. The teammates from Andretti Autosport at it here.
Oh, did you see that?
Big moment.
He's
Big
right
moment.
there.
Furious hands from Colton Herta. There he goes. I feel like Rossi is maybe trying to save fuel right now, Kevin, to give himself a chance at a 3-stop strategy. Meanwhile, it seems like full send from Colton Herta.
Definitely, you're going to need to save if there's not another green the rest of the way. Maybe Colton has said, track position is key. I'm going to count on another yellow. I'm using the fuel right now.
I think he's going to challenge for the lead here. Now he's closed the gap to Joseph Newgarden, so he is pressing forward, burning some fuel.
So Bourdais pits from the lead.
There we go.
Newgarden now the race leader. Here comes Colton Herta with a run down the front straightaway.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Inside move by Colton Herta for the lead of the race. Nice. With authority from the Gamebridge Honda driver.
All right, we got two strategies going on. We got Newgarden and Rossi trying to do a fuel save. Pato and Colton are sending it big time.
Herta to the lead, O'Ward to third.
Let's find out if Rossi's truly saving. If we ride on board, we'll be able to hear it.
And here comes Sato into the mix as well.
Sato 4 back in line.
Sato pitted 4 laps earlier than Alexander Rossi, though.
Sato has come out of
2 back
nowhere,
here,
too.
Your lady, focus forward.
There you go, Rob. So that's
1.5
100%
here,
what's going on. Rossi is trying to make it work on just one more
Gonna
stop.
get a run here off 4, 1 back right behind you
Look
on
at
your
this.
gearbox.
The wild thing. Sato takes the position from Rossi.
Inside.
If this guy gets a win, don't think for 1 second he's not going to be in a car next year.
Oh, he'll be in a car next year.
So, lap 180 of 260 into a good rhythm now, Kevin Lee. Let's go through the field, kick it off with Colton Herta.
And as I talked to a lot of drivers today, they weren't really sure what to expect. There was wavering confidence, not Colton Herta. He's felt good all day. He felt good at the test, and that's one of the reasons I talked about him maybe being a factor to win his first oval race. One more win, and he'll surpass his dad with his 5th career win, Kelly.
Joseph Newgarden running second and working on his fuel savings. Came into this race 55 points out of the championship lead. That is now down to 28 points. When I asked him about his approach for these last 4 races, he said, we got to do what we've always done, which is maximize each day. He said the season's been pretty good. We feel like we've been in the hunt every race. Well, he's doing it again here today at Gateway. Kev?
Pato O'Ward, at the moment, is in position to take over the championship lead. He pitted 1 lap earlier than some of those. In fact, the 2 in front of him. But Taylor Kyle just told him, you're making a number. We're okay to be able to get to the end, Kelly.
Takuma Sato has a win and a runner-up finish here at Gateway. He told me he loves this track. He called it challenging and technical. He loves that you have to break every single lap. He has so much fun. He told me every time he comes here, you got to imagine he's having fun tonight running 4th, Kevin.
Alexander Rossi is surprised that he hasn't won a race this season, running in 5th right now. We heard the conversation about fuel strategy, 2 laps earlier than those in front of him. Rob Edwards, we know he's really good on the pit stand. He says, we're okay. We're matching the people that we need to match, but it's going to be tight to be able to get it done in 1 more stop. Meanwhile, Marcus Ericsson right behind him. We've talked a lot about Grosjean as a former Formula 1 driver taking to ovals. Marcus Ericsson has said, I've loved ovals since I've come to America. He was strong here last year. He's been quietly running up near the front, 6th here right now.
And Ericsson is a championship contender. Righto, race leader is in. You see the ailing Scott Dixon there with that wounded race car from the collision earlier on. But the race leader is in. This is the one to focus on, Kev.
Colton Herta is coming in a lot earlier than you need to do to be able to get it done on 1 more stop. So that's making sense as we see Romain Grosjean. We knew he was coming in earlier. He was off strategy. So that's where Herta had the fuel to be able to get by everyone else. And that's why Rossi was told, you're matching the people you need to match. He's going to need yellow to get home.
Take it easy, be careful.
Drive shaft just went out.
We're done.
Colton's
I
car.
copy that. Just bring it in. Let's go pink 8. Bring it around.
Colton just blew the drive shaft, the half shaft right in here at the back of the car. The big burnout, it broke that drive shaft. He's only got drive on 1 wheel now.
Used to be a problem we would see a lot. I'm quite surprised it would happen on new tires. Did the wheel nut get all the way on? Oh, he spun it in the air. He put the car in gear and dumped the clutch.
Look, the outside tire's not spinning. The inside tire's doing all the work.
It's because he had it rotating, and then they dropped the car with all the vertical force, and a rotating rear tire under drive with all the heave of the car coming down broke the half shaft.
It's over for Colton Herta. It will not be his first win on an oval.
And Pato O'Ward is the benefactor and now is 9 points in front.
My goodness, this race has had so many twists and turns and affected so many front runners and championship contenders. But the Arrow McLaren SP youngster, an Indy Lights champion, is he en route to be IndyCar champion?
Now's the time, Townsend. We were talking about it in the break. You got to hit your marks now. There is marbles all over this track offline, and you got to be perfect. Look at all the marbles on the outside of 3 and 4.
Yeah, we can potentially get a zoom shot in there. It's really starting to accumulate with all this green flag running. Now, how far can Rossi go?
Look at that. Look at all those marbles. You get offline, you miss the line by 6 inches, and you're going to end up in the wall.
Yeah, it comes down. I mean, that groove is maybe a car width and a half wide as Colton Herta. Boy, another devastating result. Things were great at Indy last weekend, but Nashville really tough, and this one's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
Hey, is this going to be a repeat of Detroit 2 with Newgarden and O'Ward going at it for the win?
Was looking for Alexander Rossi on the blend down.
Oh, get up the track and hit the wall right there. He got up in the gray.
And there's Rossi, just came off of turn 4, so Newgarden beat him pretty handily on the exchange of the pit stops.
Man, you got to hit your marks, Newgarden. He got high in turn 3 and 4, nearly brushed the wall on the. Oh, and there's, look, Rossi hit the wall on the outlap. You got to be so careful on the cold tires. You get out of that
Hang
groove,
on.
and it's game over.
So sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. Copy.
We're going to show you what happened.
Here we go. Just look, 4 feet off the apex, and you're a passenger, right?
Yep.
You miss your marks, and you get in those marbles. You're done.
And it was go time. He was trying to close that gap on Newgarden and O'Ward. Just pushed a little too much. And 100 laps ago, Lee, no problem whatsoever.
Sure.
But at this point in the race, and you can't see the marbles. We saw the onboard. Rossi, you just don't know it's there until it's too late.
All right, getting ready to go. There has been a massively high attrition rate in this race, but we've still got some good racing to go. 50 laps.
Oh, big start by Pato O'Ward right there. Does he dive it down the inside? Newgarden weaves all the way down the front straightaway like a snake.
Look at Grosjean. Grosjean, understanding what track sweepers can do to clean up the high-line diff, he is going for it.
Sure is. He goes around fellow Frenchman, and here comes Sato. Sato in the MyJack entry is still in the mix.
Contact right there. 2 abreast all the way through the corner.
That is Sebastian Bourdais and Takuma Sato.
Bourdais in 5th now. Back on the right strategy. Oh, up in the gray. And he saves it.
Low, inside.
Sato's going to get freight trained here, I would imagine, down the back straightaway as McLaughlin settles into 4th. Grosjean.
For some reason, it's saying he's in 15th right now.
But he's a lap down, right? So
trying to get his lap back. So McLaughlin in 4th, Bourdais in 5th. What a tremendous race that is, up 13 positions from his starting spot in that Rocket Chevy.
it's going to be a sweet week for the captain.
White flag, but Pato O'Ward.
It's closing down.
That 1 second is now half a second.
It's been that tight before, maybe not 0.4 of a second. Traffic is getting closer, but Joseph Newgarden is in control, and what a race in the Soncio Chevrolet. He worked for it. He made some key moves when he had to, and the 2-time winner here at Worldwide Technology Raceway is now a 3-time winner.
Good work there. Good job, fellas. Great drive there, Joseph. Nice work. Good job in the pits. Yeah, excellent work, guys. Number 2 right there.
Excellent work, number 2 right there on the season, and a very business-like, very pragmatic reaction from Joseph Newgarden. This is all about business, and he came into tonight 55 points out of the championship lead. He's now only 22 points out. That's what they came here to do. That's why there's no overflow or over-exuberance or celebration. That was part of the plan, if you ask Joseph Newgarden.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This one was a big one. And it comes at a very timely, in a very timely manner for Joseph Newgarden. With just 3 races remaining in this championship season, and he has closed in on the points leader. Joseph, your 3rd win here at Gateway. I asked you before why you were so good here, and he kind of downplayed it. What do you say now?
Well, it's definitely Team Penske's good here, you know. Hi to Roger. Roger wasn't here with us today, but we've been chatting beforehand and, you know, wanted to get back into this fight. So so proud of this team. And Sancio, hey, we had them on the car. Had amazing energy from this sponsor. Before I can hear him out here. There was like an army of yellow soldiers for me before this race started. You hear that? I've never had such like energy from a sponsor before a race. I was like, this is excellent. You guys need to keep this up all race long and we'll win this thing. But Team Chevy did great, as you can tell. It's a 1-2 finish for Team Chevy. So super pumped with my fuel mileage today. That was put to the test. Our reliability and just our outright pace. So I couldn't ask for much more. Everyone did a great job. Tim, the boys. Thrilled. So we got to keep going. We know this is going to be a climb here, these last 4 events, but this goes a long way tonight.
Watch the Grand Prix of Portland, Sunday, September 12th at 3 p.m. on NBC.